What is up, y'all? Gideon here. We're starting a channel. You're here at Gideon's Gate, and we're happy for that. Why do we call it that? Why do we want to call it Gideon's Gate? Because back in the day, if you wanted to learn something, if you were trying to get some knowledge, some education, you had to go where the elders in the community were. And back in the day, the elders of the community were in the gates of the city. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get information, knowledge, one place so people can share it, especially concerning the fire service. Now, we don't do any Monday morning quarterbacking. We're not here to tell people what they're doing wrong. We're here to learn from people's good examples and try to see if we can incorporate that into our own skill set. And today we are looking at Claymont Fire Company, right? So Claymont 13. Now, this is an all volunteer department. Okay, if you haven't subscribed to these guys, I'm subscribed. If you haven't subscribed to these dudes, please subscribe. They got great videos, helmet cam footage. That's what we want. So let's see what's going on. The name of the video is VES. Locates one victim, fire on 2 floors, Pennsylvania, Delaware. Yeah. So once again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to these gentlemen. They make good stuff. All right, so that's their initial dispatch. And just to get some context for what's going on, we got an engine with 5 people on it. We got a tower ladder, 5 people on it. We got a rescue squad. I believe this is a rescue squad with 4. So they're sending 14 from their station. They're sending 14 from their station. I don't know what you got coming out of your house. I can get 10, right? I get 10 coming out of my house. They got 14. I know we can get some working with 10, 14. You probably can get some stuff done. And we're going straight to VES because they find out that there is indeed a victim that was sighted in the window. So let's see how things turned out. Fast forward through some of this. There's our structure. Oop, I went too far. There's our structure. Man, our guy should probably get better with his YouTube tracking. So there's our structure. So somebody said they seen him up there in that window. All right. And then again, I'm not from that area, so I'm unfamiliar with what's going on here. Is right. So 206 here. So is this a separate residence or is this part of the same residence? Because it looked like we got 2 entryways here, and I can't see the address on that one. So are these 2 separate residents? Or is this all part of the same residence? If you know, let me know in the comments, or you can answer up live if you're active. And then that's what they saw on the Bravo and Charlie side. So if anybody doesn't know, we count around a structure A, B, C, D, clockwise, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, to find out which side we're going. So we're looking for the from the engine viewpoint here. Battalion chiefs on the scene says there is indeed a person on the 2nd floor. All right. There is indeed a person on the 2nd floor. You can see the smoke, right? They're heading there. You can see the smoke in the upper corner here in the picture. Not in the corner, but straight ahead. You can see the smoke. So they know they got a real one. So the engine arrives on the scene 2nd, and it's going to park out of the way for other units. Outstanding. Why is this important? Because in this particular scenario, what we're looking at right here, we got a boulevard, right? What's a boulevard? So we got 1 lane of traffic going this way, then the other lane of traffic on the other side going the opposite direction. And instead of being 2 lanes next to each other, they got this green space in the middle, right? So that's what makes it a boulevard, which makes the street extraordinarily narrow. So to get other rigs in there, to make sure other rigs can get in, somebody's got to get out of the way. And so this engine is like, yo, there's already an engine up there, or hey, at least we can stretch lines up there. But we need the other specialty units to be able to get in and get closer. We got a command vehicle back here, it looks like. Same deal, staying back out of the way. That's wonderful, man. That's great discipline. And they're pulling up right behind the police. Oh, my goodness. Time out. They're pulling up behind the police. Policeman is not parked in the way. Outstanding. See, this is what happened when agencies work together. Policeman is not parked in the way. Right? I know a lot of cats would have pulled right up. They would have put that squad car right up in the front, blocking other people to get in. They got the smallest vehicle. I mean, he could park on that sidewalk if he wanted. You know what I'm saying? but he stands back out of the way. He knows he can do his job from up in the front. He doesn't need his car to do that. That's outstanding. So then the reason why you want to do this, we're about to show you in just a second. So the truck can come in. So here's their truck. Here's their tower. You want that truck to be able to get there to get that aerial ladder up to the building. So they got to have room to do that. There's already an engine up here, which is right. So they already got one engine in. Truck work. Woo! We got a fire, boys. We got a fire. We got a fire. So I love cameras like this, man. They got multiple cameras, so you get to see different perspectives of the same event, right? Refinery firefighter is a confirmed occupant trapped on the second floor, alpha side. All right. So who are these gentlemen? We got gentlemen on these ladders over here on the left. We got gentlemen on these ladders. Are these police? Are these other firefighters? Anybody know? I'm just not familiar with this style. But we have a extension ladder and we have a roof ladder. Side by side. He's up there. Right? So you heard him say, he's telling his boss, he's VESing.
I'm VESing. Second floor.
VESing, second floor. He's letting them know that he's doing it. Are we masking up right now? We're masking up. We're masking up. All right, hold on. We're going to go back. Can man. We're going to go back. Can man is masking up.
Kofi. I'm VESing.
He's letting the boss know he's VESing. He's masking up. Let's go. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9. Oh, 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 oh. 9 seconds. 9 seconds masked up time, my guy. That's good. That's good. That's what's up. That's what's up. That young man has been practicing. The driver here is bringing the second ladder over. He's bringing the second ladder over here. We see on the right side. So I think they want 2 good ladders on that side, because we really shouldn't be going up and down roof ladders if we can help it. You want 2 of the same ladders. Calling out? I think he did a call out. Woo, look at that smoke, bro. He's chugging. Look over here on the OVM side, the outside vent man. Look at that smoke, man. My guy's in there. That's starting to chug a little bit. It's starting to chug a little bit. Starting to chug. But he's doing the right thing. He's calling out, right? Maybe that guy's just sitting right there. He's calling out for him. His teammates coming up behind him. All right. There's a lot going on, right? He got hit with that heat. There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening.
You're getting a can. Stay down behind you.
So I think he told him to wait for the can. I'm not sure. I think he told him to wait for the can. Nice job. They got all that stuff out of the window. Make an easy way to get in and out. Make that window into a door. Make that space as big as possible. It'll be easier for you to get in and it'll be easier for you to get that person out. Outstanding. All right. Let's see what's going on here. This looks like scan the room with the tick. Getting some more stuff out of the way. They got the can. I think they're about to go ahead and go for it, right? VES. So anybody who doesn't know, VES is vent enter search. So you open up a opening like a window, and you're going to go in and look for the person. And you're doing this not at the door, right? You're just doing this somewhere else, not at the door. Outside, vent man is in. He's in there. And now the driver's going to open this other window, check this bedroom. And it says it looks like what they're about to find out is that it's the same room. But hey, he's going to do the same thing, man. He's getting all that stuff out of there. You got to make this thing a door. Speed is important, but if you can't get in, you can't get out. It don't matter, right? I could make a hole big enough for me to get in. All right. I don't know if you heard that transmission. He said fire is on the second. So he's in there. They're on the second floor. They don't have a hose line. They don't have any water. He's saying the fire's on the second. So the fire is up there with them. And that makes sense, right? We saw that smoke and whatnot coming out of that window. Pressurized smoke.
We got fire coming at us on the second floor.
Did he say the fire coming at us or fire in the attic?
Yeah, Tony, it's a bedroom. Go out here. It's in the bed.
He said he found a bed, so it's a bedroom. It's good to just let people know, right? You can have an idea what a bedroom looks like in your mind. Get your search pattern together.
What's up, boys? What's up?
It's probably in the middle of the room, probably the bed. All right. So it's probably in the middle of the room. All right, what do we got there? So we got the fire. That looks like a closed door, and that's what it says down there in the words here. The closed door, and that fire has to punch through that door to get in. So I'm thinking that our guys go in there and close that door. Right? Vent, enter, isolate, search. Did they close that door? That seems reasonable because there was a lot of smoke chugging out of there, man. There was a lot of smoke chugging out of there. A lot of smoke. So I don't know why it wouldn't just keep chugging if he didn't go in there and if somebody didn't go in there and shut that door. I don't know. That part just seems a little bit weird why there was so much smoke. But hey, again, if you're just wondering about firefighting, how firefighting works, close that door, man. Close that door. We say close before you doze, right? So as parents, there's a lot of considerations you have to keep your kids safe from a fire protection situation. Close kid door. It buys time. The fire has to punch through that. Close before you doze.
No, I got a victim! No, victim!
All right, now he's calling out victim. And look, so he's making noise. So we got the can man. So we look at the can man here in the upper left-hand corner. We're going to see that fire door again. Can man, upper left-hand corner.
No, I got a victim! Victim!
So he's calling victim. He's making noise. He's clapping. So normally in a VES situation, the person who's oriented, right, the guy who's at the window is making noise.
Victim coming out on the second floor.
He said victim coming out second floor. So he made noise. The can man made noise to bring people to him because he knew where the victim is. And then he just needs the guy at the window to make noise to get back to them. He's got his buddies in the room. It's a good deal. You know where the window is. You have confidence. They grab this cat. So they had called for a line earlier. So there's that hose line that they called for earlier. They're going to come help those gentlemen out that way. But now we got the victim coming out. So there's plenty of help. There's plenty of people. They hand the man outside. Another crew took him from them. Cat put him down the ladder, which once again, so small point. Earlier, that outside vent man, if I understand correctly, that outside vent man earlier put an extension ladder up next to the other extension ladder. So they wouldn't have, if you found somebody, right, you're not going up two different types of ladders. The angles are different and stuff like that. Excellent call. So you got two gentlemen, right, on the ladders. Angles the same. They can move in unison. Beautiful. Excellent work. Truck work. So we'll go back to what the engine was seeing. They stopped short, remember? So we're doing engine work now. What kind of nozzles we got there? What kind of nozzles do we got there? What kind of hose package do we got going on here? I think those are Chief nozzles. I think there it is. Chief XD on the layout guide on lower right-hand corner. They got Chief nozzles. Minuteman load with a nozzle on the bottom. Outstanding. I like it. So we're going back to where we were in the beginning, right? So this is the engine that stopped short. The truck went past. We switched viewpoints to the truck that went past, but this was the initial vehicle we saw on the size up, the engine, and they stopped short and they're going to bring that line up, man. That's beautiful. They said, hey, man, there's already rigs up there that got pumps on them. We'll just bring our line up. Right. I don't know if their territory is like this a lot, like they got these boulevards. I don't know if that's their territory a lot, but heads up on understanding that this is a tactic, man. Like I don't even think this ain't something I even thought about till I seen it, bro. Till I seen this video. It ain't something I even thought about. So these cats getting ready. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, he's masking up with his gloves on. Hold on now. Officer, lower left side. Lower left side. Let's back that up. Look at this. Look at this. He's got his gloves on, man. I ain't got it like that, bro. I'm trying. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I can do one glove. I can do one glove. Outstanding. He's masking up with his gloves on. He's the man. Woo! Give it to him. I didn't even count. What kind of mask up time you think that is, man? So that's what we saw earlier. So look at the layout, lower right-hand corner, man. Smoke is chugging. That makes me wonder if they didn't go in there and close that door. Or did that initial attack team start getting a knock? Let's probably start knocking it down.
Water coming.
Water coming. There's an engineer putting that or the vent man, outside vent man, they putting that ladder up. And look at that. Their boss is already inside. See, I'm paying attention to the ladder work. Let's back it up one more time. It's just the perspective of the officer here. Heads up. Oh, look at that, man. That's a good boss. He's getting there, getting the layout best he can. He's ahead of the hose line. Right? He's trying to see what he can see. Be like, yo, man, we're going this way. Outstanding. That's the kind of boss. That's the boss I want, man. That's a good boss. Chief on deck. Chief on deck. All right. Niles is ready. He's checking the stream. There it is, baby. Dragon. So the fire is in the back of the house, in the kitchen. That's where the main body of fire is. So they're pushing back there. We got plenty of line. It looks good. Oh, but it sounds like our guy's out of pressure. That's what the notes say down there in the lower right-hand corner. He's getting a knock best he can. He's working with what he got, but he don't got a lot. So the boss, it looks like, is going to go outside to talk to the operator. Is that a chief? Is that a chief officer? On the officer side there, Officer Cam. Officer Cam, he's coming outside. Is that a white helmet? That's a chief officer. What's he doing? Is he coming in there? Is this interior? We have interior command. You guys got interior command? This is interior command. Chief reporting for duty. Well, come on with it, man. Come on with it. All right, so I don't know about y'all, man, but I get it. If a bunch of people run up to you and they're just handing you hoses to connect here and there and you don't know whose is whose, or maybe this is Johnny and he doesn't normally work on the rig. E1, the truck of champions. E1. No, I get it, man. I mean, maybe you've been in that situation where, I'm not really an engineer, but I see what happens, man. When a bunch of people just run up and start pulling lines off of a rig. And the cat maybe don't know who's who, what's supposed to be at the proper attack line, what's the backup line, right? I mean, you charging them, but I mean, you want to give priority to the attack line, do you not? You want to give priority to the attack line. And if 3 lines are out at one time and nobody told you anything, or people just keep running up, grabbing stuff off your rig, you don't even know if you can supply it. So I can feel for Johnny here. I can feel for Johnny if you just got a bunch of lines sitting there, the people handed him, and he doesn't know whose is whose. I understand. Nothing wrong with running up there and tapping a guy on the shoulder, man, and saying, hey, don't go in there until I get you dialed in. But it looks like you got pressure now. He's the nozzle guy, upper left. He's making it happen. They're masking up on the layout side, lower right. What's this? Chief on deck? What is going on here? Chief on deck, backup. So the backup, upper right-hand corner. I think we got it. This is the chief officer right here. Am I right? Did I see a white helmet? Chief on deck. Chief on deck. So is that two? Because we just saw a guy who was ready. Maybe it's the same guy. He just didn't have his mask on. So he's legit, man. He's legit talking about interior command. Well, look at that. Well, look at that. So looks like they're knocking it down on the first. Back up. He keeps going to get. Got to keep going to get more. Back up here. Keep going to get more holes.
If the victim's out, worry about the fire over there. We gotta finish that circuit.
A little more fire left.
No.
You had a nozzle? He said no. He said no. So they're doing a search now. I like it, man. You can go right from attack.
What's up? What is this?
Did you hear that? We're going to back it up. Did you hear that? He feels something. He said, "What's this?" Right? He said, "What's this?" Did you hear that? He said, "What's this?"
What's up? What is this?
What is this? What is this, Jay? Ah, found something. See, man, in the dark, touching a living creature with your gloves on in the dark, right? If you don't know what it feels like, you're not going to know. He paused, right? It was different. He was like, "What is this?" He paused. It was different. He probably took another sweep, squeezed it. It's a dog, man. Truck work. Saws are running. Truck work. Right. So this is hard sometimes, man. You got to be forceful isn't the right word, but saying like move and stuff like that doesn't help because people don't know what you want. It's tough. I mean, at the time, it's tough to come up with words. But like if you said, I don't know if you want to say victim for a dog. I don't know. But you saw what happened early when they said victim. Everybody just passed them right down the line. To get people to clear out, that can be a challenge. Chief on deck. So right now they're doing what we call overhaul. So again, if you're not familiar with the fire service, basically what's happening is like you can start a fire, you can burn a house down with a match, right? So flame that big, you can burn a house down. So there's a lot of hot spots left. So they're just pulling the ceiling out, pulling the walls out, anything that could be touching that fire room. They want to make sure there's nothing in there to make sure it doesn't start back up again. All right. So they got the occupant and the dog. Outstanding. They got them both out. 3 children assisted out by the occupant who was later located. So that cat did his job. He got the kids out of there. Outstanding. Outstanding. Overhaul for 30 minutes. That's what it takes. We got some music. I don't know if the music's copyrighted or not, so we're going to turn the volume down. So that's what same picture that we looked at earlier. Now the fire is out. Charlie Delta. So this is the back of the house. And what would be the right side of the house if you were looking at it from the front. You're standing in the front yard looking at the house. And it melted the siding off the neighbors there. But hey, it's a good stop. When it's sitting that close, you could have started a neighbor's house on fire, you know? The kitchen, this is where the fire was. I don't know if I can see maybe what you would call a V pattern. So coming up from the, I don't think I can see it. Coming up from the stove, maybe. But this is where the fire was, the bulk of the fire, as he said. So this must have been the room of origin. And then it went to the alpha side, which is the front of the house. So it went from the back of the house, moved up to the front. And then there's our staircase there on the right. So then it went up the stairs to where our victim was. The victim's bedroom. Said he was supine, so he's laying on his back. I believe that's what supine is. He's laying on his back. So it said it began resuscitation as soon as he reached the ground. EMS crews obtained ROSC. That means he started to breathe on his own. Right? He was starting to breathe on his own. So he wasn't breathing when they got to him. He's starting to breathe on his own, which is great. But when he got to the hospital, he did indeed pass away, which is unfortunate. But my guys, you guys did your best. This crew did. They gave him every chance, man. They did everything they could. They got to him with the quickness, got him out of there with the quickness. And if they're able to, get Ross back, he's able to start breathing on his own. Man, you guys are doing it. You did what you could. Now, just a quick looking at the room here, right? We got the two windows. It's on a corner. Just a little pro tip, as they probably know, that far window, whatever window's closest to the corner, right? If you have a room, if you have a corner room, that window that's closest to that corner, obviously coming across from that, you're going to get to the door, or the room that's just one in, or excuse me, the window that's just one in from that corner. That wall should take you straight to the door, right? So if you got to close the door, if it's on a corner, more than likely that's what's going to be the case. More than likely. Window on the corner, come across, the door's there. Window closest to the wall, straight across, the door should be there in most cases. All right. Strong work by those cats. Claymont Fire. So once again, if you're not subscribed to these fine people, Claymont Fire, please subscribe. Great video. Did an amazing job. I love it. So, hey, if you got any cool videos, let me know. We're trying to do this a little more often. We're just breaking down the wins, my friend. We just want to learn from our wins, as I heard those cats say, Mr. Justin McWilliams and all those guys learn from the wins. So let's watch them, man. There's enough people tearing each other down out there. Let's watch people do good and get after it. I'm out.